Black, brown, low-income, first-gen, hyphenated American, undervalued, under-resourced. They say, I want to help. I want to give them what they need. I want to be XYZ. I want to free. Stop. No, but you know those kids on that trajectory which leads to violence, silence, subordination, compliance. I want to save. Stop. You're talking about me. And I know I may be off the beaten path by being at HGSC, but your impeccable listening skills make me want to beat that ass. Let me tell you a little something about being prone to violence and unpromising trajectories. You're talking about me. And I know your comments are covered in illusions, layers of privilege so tightly interwoven by blissful ignorance, so you don't know that you're confused, so you don't know that you sound like an asshole. Barely getting a taste of what it's like to be me through assigned readings, only to return next week with hypotheses and testable theories about why young urban, young black, young female can't, don't, should be, but won't. Stop. Who the fuck are you to think you have a clue about the details and intricacies of these young people's stories? My story. Fabricating truths, reaching for maybes, and probably speaking about theory but spewing biases, or perhaps you don't know there's a difference, since your conceptions may be clouded by dreamlike memories of teachers, media, mommies, and daddies telling you that you belong at the center of the universe, that every idea your mind forms is inherently true and certainly worth the amount of breath it took you to explain. Well, I hate to be the one to break it to you, boo, but your conclusions are lost on me. Spare me your hypotheses. You don't have the right to surmise. On what grounds do you theorize about that which you know not a goddamn thing? You're talking about me. Your classroom comments stay between Harvard walls when you leave, but bounce around in my head laying in bed with concern for my younger siblings, my cousins, my neighbors. Will they continue to be limited by the doors you've already closed to them? Continue to hear you whisper hopelessness through your mischaracterizations of them, confining who they can be to what my teacher, counselor, policymaker sees in me. I wonder, how did you come to know so much? Because I did the reading on culture of poverty. Oh, not like my brother was misdiagnosed with ADD at age 8, only to receive an apology after 3 years of medicine his body never learned to tolerate. Not like I witnessed my uncle's reincarceration after he violated his probation by being a black man in the wrong place at the wrong time. Do you want to propose simple solutions to gaps in pipelines? You want to help when you can't even see me right in front of you, can't distinguish what you think from what's true, or consider that the problem isn't them, it's folks like you. You want to educate the class on how well you know my extended family, quoting scholar stats and shit you made up to simplify the story of someone surviving on the same streets as me, having never stepped foot off of Harvard property. Talking across and around me like a parent-teacher meeting, telling all sides of my story for me, like a black man having his future decided for him by a jury of his peers. Day after day, its classmates carrying on, so caught up in the excellence of their own excellence, patting each other on the back, creating solutions to our problems, so thrilled and engulfed in the bliss of their genius that they don't see me sitting in class like, this is bullshit. We want to level the playing field, but watch who hogs the ball. Funny how it's in your court when all you can do is shoot air balls, guessing, shooting darts into space, completely missing the point. Trying to paint others' realities, but getting the shading all wrong. Your strong-mindedness doesn't make you any less wrong, but their strength in admitting what you don't know. Power in humility, and perfectly respectable to just sit there conversing to yourself silently. Perhaps then you'll understand how it feels not to be heard. Funny how you don't see me when homework consists of reading and writing about me, preparing for upcoming discussions about me, and me making rebuttals like, well, the literature says, when really what I want to say is, no, stupid, you're wrong, and this is how it be, and your Harvard degree will never give you license to make conclusions about the likes of me. And sorry, maybe it was naive of me, but I came here for solidarity, so excuse me if I sound a little angry. And I count each day that I get through without having to take off either of my 2 earrings, only to return home to curse classmates' names. How dare they make claims about the choices my family made, or argue about which ones we did and didn't have. How dare you hinder my learning, got me caught up in constant confrontation, having to choose which battles to lose. And I have to admit that sometimes I give in. or rather postpone conversations to a later date. I give myself between now and when you graduate to correct you on your shit. Don't be surprised when I flip the script. You can call me an angry black woman for speaking out. I won't stay calm and let you carry on without doubts. Hell, I mean, after all, this is Harvard and somebody's got to be smart around here. I mean, you might want to question why they let you in. Sure hope it wasn't affirmative action. I suppose there are some things neither of us will ever know. You see, I don't blame you for your ignorance. I detest your audacity to deny it. I'll always pass out respect for genuine curiosity and humility, but stop trying to be an expert on me. I can speak for myself, and you could never tell my truth as well as me, so please have a seat, be a student, listen, and learn. And you can pass on what you hear, but let's be clear. I am not your subject, and this is a conversation, not research.